Hello everyone, I'm Paul McGuire Grimes. It's been 20 years since Steven Spielberg's Munich reminded audiences of the terrorist event known as Black September. The new film September 5 brings us right back to that frightful event. It's in theaters and I want to talk about it. This is Paul's trip to the movies. It's the 20th Olympiad in 1972 in Munich, Germany. ABC News has a crew on site covering the Olympics, with the filmmakers really showcasing the great lengths that it took to broadcast live with the limited technology available at the time. Now that's on top of what it meant to be halfway around the world, working in a different time zone from when a typical broadcast schedule airs. Now, this was mainly a sports team on the ground, with Peter Sarsgaard playing Ruin Arledge, the president of ABC Sports, and John Magaro playing Jeffrey Mason, who was in control, calling the shots of what should air live back in the United States. It was late one night when gunshots went off in the Olympic Village at the Israeli headquarters. Word travels that hostages have been taken, and it's up to this ABC Sports team to pivot and work around the clock to vet and cover this terrorist situation in real time. Director Tim Feilbaum also co-wrote the film with Moritz Binder and Alex David, and right off the bat, you feel that kind of urgency that Feilbaum has instilled in this film. There's kind of a brief setup of what the ABC News team is kind of dealing with as they kind of try to broadcast from Germany, and then it's really a race against the clock with this high energy pace put into covering what these journalists went through. Now, it's all told through their perspective as the action takes place all within the walls of kind of this makeshift temporary studio. It never really cuts to the hostages or the terrorists, and we don't get to know them from a personal lens. We're really learning about who they are as this ABC News team is figuring out from the audio and the cameras that they've set up to then cover the building of where it's happening. Now, this team is used to writing sports copy and delivering kind of recap stories, and now they're put in the position of determining the moral and ethical response in covering terrorism live as it's happening. Now, as Ruin Arledge, Peter Sarsgaard states, "Our job is to tell the story. We follow the story as it unfolds in real time." Now, throughout this, they're in communication with anchor Jim McKay and the domestic team that is then running the feed. September 5 uses extensive archival footage from the event, while Benjamin Walker kind of appears in limited screen time as Peter Jennings. The film's editors really do a remarkable and kind of seamless job of cutting back and forth from the film to the archives with this pulsating effect. Director Tim Feilbaum wants his audience to gain a kind of greater appreciation for what these journalists went through when uncovering and then delivering breaking news was very different than what we think of today. He makes a smart choice to do a quick shot of this volleyball game in action, and the attendees have no clue that there's a hostage situation happening a few blocks away. It really is kind of the stark contrast to today when social media and cell phones, where everybody can kind of report on what's happening at an alarming rate in real time, no matter who you are. Now, throughout this ordeal, the ABC News team is forced to determine what's true, what might be misleading, and what rumors are spreading as they determine how to cover this story. Director Tim Feilbaum works on kind of this less is more approach with telling the journalist story. September 5 is kept at a lean 90 minutes. We're not given any more about who these characters are before what unfolds in the really short time span that this film covers. There's no real backstory to who these journalists, hostages, or terrorists were before the Olympics. Feilbaum doesn't force emotion or drama as he really trusts that it's already there in the story. There's this shot of a masked terrorist on a balcony, and that's all you need to see to understand the severity and the terrifying nature of what unfolded. I'm giving September 5 4 out of 5 ticket stubs. If you like my review today, click subscribe on my YouTube channel. I was going to movie reviews, some celebrity interviews, and I would love to hear from you. Are you looking forward to September 5? Do you even know about the events of Black September? There's kind of a line at the end of the movie that talks about how maybe the story will be forgotten over time, and I'm glad that it's not. So let me know, are you familiar with Black September? Leave me a note in the comments. Follow me across social media at Paul's Movie Trip, and then go to my website, paulstriptomovies.com, for even more reviews. Thank you so much for watching my review of September 5. This is Paul's Trip to the Movies.